Today, we've got some exciting news. Apple's annual iPhone event is right around the corner, and it's shaping up to be a massive one. The much anticipated iPhone 16, its Glowtime event has been officially scheduled for Monday, September 9, 2024. Yes, that's right. Apple is breaking from tradition and holding the event on a Monday instead of the usual Tuesday. Let's dive into what you can expect and how you can tune in to watch it live. Mark your calendars because the event kicks off at 10 o'clock a.m. PT or 1 o'clock p.m. ET on September 9. You can catch all the action live on Apple's official YouTube channel or directly on Apple's website. For those of you who prefer to catch a recap, don't worry. We'll be covering all the highlights right here, so stay tuned for our post-event breakdown. Now on to the juicy part. What will Apple be unveiling at the event? As always, we expect Apple to announce a variety of products, including the iPhone 16 series, new Apple Watches, and possibly even some updated AirPods. Let's break it down. The spotlight will undoubtedly be on the iPhone 16 series, which is expected to include 4 models: the iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Plus, iPhone 16 Pro, and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This year, the Pro models are expected to steal the show with some major upgrades. Rumor has it that the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max will feature ultra-thin bezels, Apple Intelligence, Apple's generative AI, and improved cameras. One exciting addition is the new capture button, likely designed for quick video recording or snapping photos. And while the base models, the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus, won't get major camera upgrades, they will sport a new vertical camera layout. As for performance, we're expecting the Pro models to feature the new 18 Pro chip, while the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus will get the standard 18 Bionic chip. Whether you're a Pro user or prefer the base models, these iPhones are going to be packed with power. Apple fans can also expect the next generation of Apple Watches to debut at the event. We're likely to see the new Apple Watch Series 10, possibly named Apple Watch X for its 10-year anniversary, the Apple Watch Ultra 3, and the more affordable Apple Watch Southeast 3. Apple Watch Series 10 or Apple Watch X. This premium model could be thinner and lighter with exciting new health features like blood pressure monitoring. Rumors also suggest a new band attachment mechanism. Apple Watch Ultra 3. Apple's rugged smartwatch is likely to get a sequel with the S10 chip, although its release could be delayed, so don't get too hyped just yet. Apple Watch Southeast 3. The budget-friendly Apple Watch Southeast 3 might also make an appearance, but leaks have been scarce. If it does show up, expect a similar design with a few internal upgrades. While iOS 18 was initially unveiled at the WWDC earlier this year, it hasn't been officially launched yet. We expect iOS 18 to roll out alongside the new iPhone 16 models, featuring deep integration with Apple Intelligence, Apple's AI platform. Apple might also surprise us with new AirPods models. The entry-level AirPods 4 could finally replace the AirPods 3, which launched nearly 3 years ago. Expect the AirPods 4 to feature a USB-C port, shorter stems, and in early 2025. No AirPods Pro 3. For those waiting for a new version of AirPods Pro, it looks like you'll have to wait until early next year for the AirPods Pro 3. The iPhone 16, its Glowtime event promises to be one of the most exciting tech unveilings of the year, with new iPhones, Apple Watches, and potentially new AirPods. Whether you're tuning in live or catching up with us later, be sure to stay connected for all the latest updates. That's it for today. What are your thoughts on the upcoming iPhone 16 event? Let me know in the comments section. As always, see you in the next video. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, we don't clearly expect any other major changes. We're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.